I should really start recording.
This is Gandalf the Grey, reading 50 Shades of Grey.
So we're gonna have a new start of the show, so everything where we get Edwin to read fan fiction in various voices. That sounds like an amazing idea.
Upon my clitoris, a wizard's kiss.
God. You're making Trim cry. How dare you?
Do not fear, my child.
I'm not a child!
You certainly look like one.
I punch him in the balls and hope he cries.
A wizard is never late.
Grab drinks.
The woman is.
Oh God!
Instead of fly, you fools, it's fuck you fools.
Fuck you fools.
Oh God!
The Balrog of Morgoth, otherwise known as my ex. Am I right, lads?
It's a shame I can't mute people in Skype. Just mute you
I
for
feel
5
bad, but I
seconds.
really don't.
That's part I was recording all that. So, welcome everybody to Tales of Fumbles of Fortune. The show where we sit around and play D&D. Just a heads up, this is going to be a bit of a shorter than usual one for this week because of scheduling and things. I'm sure we
I
have
never
people
had
to blame.
any internet.
I was going to say, I'm sure Tom wants to blame a virgin for some reason. I don't know why a virgin. I mean, it's a bit harsh on her. She's never been sexually experienced in
Exactly.
any way.
I just ate too many Asian foods.
Yeah. And things like
So
that.
I had virgin issues, and then Ed had some Asian food issue.
I'm very surprised if he still had virgin issues.
That brings us on to another thing we were talking about as well, was
Your sex
characters'
life?
theme tune.
Oh.
The characters' theme tunes.
Theme song
Yeah,
on.
our sex life is for another episode.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Only if it's narrated by Snape.
Look, I'll inspire you, then you sneak attack me.
Oh.
And
So,
I kind of now want some slash fan fiction of Jin and
Stop it! Stop it! You want fanfiction about everything.
actually, yeah, let's put this out there now. Anybody that wants to write fan fiction for the series, by all means, go ahead. Just link one of us via Twitter or Facebook or whatever, so we can read it.
And make sure Durathil's in every single one with his wang out. No matter how serious it may be.
Just sitting in the corner, reading fanfiction.
So it's like a really serious moment between Trim and Bob, like the
And they
utmost
said-
serious you've ever had on the show, and Durafil's just looking through the keyhole, spanking the monkey, fast and furious.
No, I'm not looking for the keyhole, just sat in the room. Like, okay.
Oh God, that's even worse.
Don't mind me.
Bob caresses Trim in a sigh, as Dorothy just watches on and kisses.
Stopping this train wreck right now. I want to watch it happen, not be a part of it.
Stop it! Stop it right
And Trim can never look
I feel
at
bad though,
Bob
'cause
in
it
the
actually
eye
sounds like
again.
we've reduced Tashi to tears.
I think we're all reduced to tears.
I'm not, but
now!
I feel nothing but pride.
2 thumbs up.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, so D&D, guys.
yeah, let's get back onto that before my faithful talkers is in so much pain. So
Dungeon.
last week, as a general quick recap, the party are still in a very forgotten village in the Condé province, where they were hunting down some goblins, some very mean and rude goblins that have warlocks in their ranks. They uncovered an underground lair, which is quite expansive. In fact, for the sake of argument, I'm just going to zoom out the map just so people can see how big it was. It's a large goblin lair. Each little room had a hatch going up to one of the abandoned buildings around town, and they pretty much murdered everybody.
Apart from one,
That's true.
Was there one
because
there? I
one
thought
was
Bob killed
unconscious. Yeah, what we
We
tied
left
them
one
up.
unconscious.
Yeah,
everybody.
because we were going to
Interrogational
interrogate him.
purposes.
That's right, you did, yes. I had it in my mind that Bob just decapitated him just so no one could replace him.
Yeah, because I believe Trim said they're like, yay, another one for the party.
Yeah, and Bob just gave me the look of, don't you dare, don't you bloody dare.
I'm pretty sure when we finally defeat the Dragonborn Necromancer, Trim will be like, yay, another one for the party.
At that point, Bob's just gonna end it all. Starting with Trim. And then we'll go straight around the party, one by one.
Sorry. I'm so
And then,
sorry.
or next to Bob, he'll be wearing all white with 2 hidden blades on his wrist.
Oh, for God's sake, it'll be some edgy shit.
Yeah, he will. He will become an assassin. He will set up the first
He'll become an
order of
edgy
assassins.
emo. He'll become a teenager.
Okay. Let's interrogate this douche.
Damn. Strong language. From the half pint.
Oh, well, what I meant is let's interrogate the goblin.
Right.
Wherever
Did
he
you guys
is.
want to do anything else? Like, did you guys want to take a long or short rest? Because you guys, I think most of you are out of spells.
I think we
I
could
have
do with a rest.
3 spells left, I believe.
What about you, Shinju?
I think, because I've only got... Oh no, I'm on 12 health. That's not bad.
Yeah, but how many spells do you have left?
Have a look. I think I only used one.
That's sort of
Shockwave. Yeah.
Okay.
It says 2 out of 4, so...
Yeah, you got 2
Use
spells
fairy
left.
fire.
so-
Okay, so I have 3 first level spells and 2 second level spells? Am I right?
Yes, I should be right.
Let's
I
say
don't
yes.
Okay.
know. I mean, to be honest, a lot of the stuff you'd really get after a long rest anyway. But like leveling up.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
I'm okay for the time being. Anyways, let's investigate the
Oops.
goblin.
Remember that.
You killed Durafel! Just spontaneously dies. No, Durafel!
My bad, sorry.
Wow, what an abrupt ending.
Yeah, Durethal dies. The end.
Heart failure.
No! Spare the dying!
So it's a short story. It's only 1 line long. It's the best bedtime story you could ever give a child.
And then he died. With a strained heart.
Okay, so where's this goblin that we tied up?
I believe Bob was standing over his corpse. I got rid of the token.
Oops.
Oh, well, I mean the unconscious
Oh, we
one.
don't need the tokens to RP it, man.
Well, true, very true. I don't know. Maybe I just want it to be more immersive.
So we've trussed this goblin up real good.
Yes, I tied this goblin up with my rope.
With Shinju's advice on how to tie people up.
Yep.
Yes.
Who was the? Oh yeah, it was the warlocky goblin that you had left, wasn't it?
Sure.
I can't
I
remember.
don't think it was. I'm pretty
I
sure it's just
wanna say it
a
was,
box
'cause-
standard goblin, but
Grunt goblin or something.
It was a harder than normal goblin. I remember that much.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a harder than normal goblin that we tied up.
Yeah. I want to say it was the sorcerer's goblin.
okay, you can say that.
Alright.
Well, no, because I think it was the last one that was left standing. Was the warlock goblin at the back that was?
Beheaded by Bob. Or something.
Either way.
No.
This is slowly going downhill. Okay, can we interrogate this goblin dude?
He's unconscious.
Yeah, he is currently unconscious. So
Okay, while he's unconscious, I'd like to say, who's going to be bad cop?
Bob
I don't
and
know,
Jody
dude.
will sit in the corner, not going to care. Also
Well,
because the DM has got too much RPing to do for 3 characters.
Well, I have a spell that may give us a bit of an edge in getting the truth out of him. I'm going to, well, first we've got to res him, and then we've got to, then I can
wake him
cast
up.
it. Yeah, wake him up.
Okay, how long does it last?
This particular spell is called Zone of Truth, and I believe it lasts for 10 minutes. I'm just gonna click on it real quick.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Anyone else thinking this is exactly like in Hellboy when he raised the guy from the dead?
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking about that now. Reading subtitles and someone speaking in Russian.
So, should I use one of my spells to heal instead, or should I just?
I mean, if you have a cantrip that'll heal.
I wouldn't use a full heal. I would just give him maybe like a potion, just to give him a little bit of heal.
I think a potion's a bit more valuable than.
Well, maybe herb. We have herbs, right?
We've got herbs. Yeah.
Yeah, we still have
That's
herbs.
what I mean. Let's not waste a whole entire spell on just.
Okay, so give him a herb.
We put a herb between his teeth, then we like move his jaw for him. So we choose the herb.
Well,
I was actually thinking more like you place it on his tongue and it dissolves, like one of those mint strips.
To be honest, I've always imagined it as just someone just pick up like a full cannabis plant and munching away on the stem and leaves.
Well, full on like
That's very
panda
cool.
style, just chewing
Oh yeah,
away.
this bushel is delicious.
Hey man, try this bit. It's good.
It's far out, man. Far out. And we're all druids.
Nom, nom.
Right, anyways, you give him the herb, after a couple of minutes he comes around to consciousness. Have you tied him? If you like, tied him with arms across
Yeah, I've
his
tied
front?
him with the rope. I've tied him like real good.
Can I?
Yeah, but like,
I've
how
tied his
specifically?
hands.
Like, have you tied him arms behind his back?
Arms behind his back.
No.
No? What? Why?
Arms either side of his body, so
Yeah,
they can't touch.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, arms side of his body sort of thing.
Okay.
Like a mummy.
Sure, that works.
But before we did that, we pat him down to make sure there wasn't any concealed blades that could cut the ropes.
Or concealed anything.
Roll an investigation for me. Check for me then, as you search him.
Go,
Might miss
Jim.
something.
Go.
Investigation.
As
Sorry.
you pat him down, he's got basic clothing on him, you do find a dagger. Concealed in a sheath on his side. And you also find a spell scroll.
Ooh.
I passed the spell scroll to the nearest.
And you don't
One
want to
who
know
wants
where
it.
that was kept.
Oh.
I wash my hands.
Oh.
I wipe my hands
I
on
quickly pass it to Ginger.
It's not that
Presentation, right?
bad. It's like the whole Pirates of the Caribbean World's End bit where they're in Singapore.
pulling the shotgun out of the.
Yeah, it's like, where were you keeping the shotgun?
Yeah.
Right.
What, let's not
Where
answer
am I
that
with
question.
packet heat lass?
But then there was 2 obvious crevices.
Anyways, so
He wakes up.
Yes.
got everything out, I presume, unless we want to double check.
Alright. Or you.
What?
What are you doing here?
Hang on, I'm still reading the Zone of Truth because I need to understand something.
Yes, to make a charisma throw when he wants to lie.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Yep, that's fine. Oh, whichever creature succeeds or fails. So let's just get this out of the way. Go dice!
Okay.
Fuck it!
Wow!
Can I cast it again?
No.
No,
God damn it.
we gotta let it play out.
Oh.
Ah.
But Jurathil,
Uh,
you don't know. Well, anybody else but Trim doesn't know. Trim's the only one that knows what went wrong. So, anyway, carry on with your questioning.
Hey, what's your name, small fella?
He says to you, Britak.
Pretek.
You forgot
Okay,
the
okay.
exclamation mark.
Of course, yes.
Oh, you done it again.
What was your clan doing here?
Working.
Working on what?
Stuff.
Look, I understand you might have had a rough day. All your friends are dead. And you might very well be dead at the end of this conversation too. So you have to really ask yourself, is your life worth less than the information you have?
He sits there and thinks about it for a second. Well... And he's giving this a really hard bit of thought. He's even like doing the whole finger thing back and forth. He's like weighing up pros and cons.
I can't believe you're debating this.
Can I intimidate?
Not scared.
Yeah. Pull out a blade and just, kind of like start sharpening it up.
Roll an intimidation check for me then.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's not afraid if he lives or dies. Like, his life is forfeit to something else. And he's slightly intimidated by you. He's concerned that you've pulled out a blade and you're really checking
I'm
on
saying,
it.
oh, okay, so you don't care if you die. So I guess we'll just keep you alive to do other things, shall we?
Like what?
Where's the cucumber?
As soon as he,
No lube.
I was gonna say, as soon as he hears that, his face just goes incredibly wide.
So, you're going to tell us what we want to know. Well, she over there is going to give you the pounding of your life. You're going to feel like a skewered chicken.
I thought she was gonna feed me the cucumber. They're like cucumbers, they're disgusting.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree. Druthor shudders. And then... So, I'm going to ask you again. Why were you guys here?
Yeah. Making it home?
How long have you been here?
Few months. Seen these tunnels? Takes a long time to dig.
I want to make an insight check, as in to make sure he's not lying or whatever.
Yeah, go for it. He is not lying.
But he's not telling the entire...
Hmm.
We may have a mutual friend. A big scaly dude in a cloak may have popped round.
Oh, you work for him as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, we work for him.
I want to make you... I suppose I'll have to. Go ahead and make deception check, shooter.
The advantage.
It's me as well.
Yeah, well, whoever's saying like, yeah, we work with him, by all means make deception checks.
Well, I think my deception's plus
Deception,
5.
yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Where's my deception? Oh, it's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind.
Jesus. So, Christy...
Wow!
He believes you, Tom, without a glimmer of anything. He full on believes you. Just need to... No, he believes you all. Oh.
Yes.
So, could you, time me and we will...
Yeah, we wanted
talk this out.
he wanted a report on how the progress is going.
It's going fine till you started murdering everyone.
Yes, well, he was slightly displeased with how slow things were going.
Well,
but he has plans for you specifically, otherwise we wouldn't have left you alive.
And besides, he found out that some of the goblins here are like traitors, so
Traitors?
Yeah,
Yes.
traitors.
I don't know that.
They didn't tell you.
No one told me anything. Go put up the
Right.
wards, go start making the spell, get the ritual ready.
Well, yeah, specifically about this ritual. I mean, what we weren't given too much intel about the ritual, so if you could just update us on that'd be great.
Ah, daily communication ritual. Nothing fancy.
So, yeah, I have seen things like that before, but he wasn't. Sorry, I can English. No, he so he was kind of unsure that you guys really got the message about the item you were supposed to collect was. Can you just repeat what he told you and your clan back to me about the item?
Didn't say much. Just said it'd be really shiny. Be really important. It's only small, about the size of a dagger.
I whisper next to Durfil, do you think he's talking about the sword?
Yes, I would assume so. Our master had mentioned it occasionally. Alright. You've done a good job, my small friend.
Yeah, let me go.
I think we should let him go and maybe go and see this bloke. You know?
I would agree.
I
go and report back that we've got here safely.
The ritual's all ready to go upstairs, so we can start the communication if you wanted. He may not answer, but it still sends a message.
Yes, I think that's not a bad idea, actually. Alright then, but he said you don't have to get involved. Bob, can you pass me one of your daggers, please? And I look at Bob, giving him a look of, don't murder this dude.
Bob comes over with the dagger up and ready, and as soon as you give him that look, he gives you a look of, fine. And hands you the hilt of the dagger.
Thank you, Bob. I flourish the dagger a bit, and then I cut the goblin's bonds.
That's my climbing rope! Just untie it!
Well, you can have my rope.
So you now got, 5 lengths of rope, really?
Shut up!
So you now have 5 lengths of... 5 varying lengths of rope that adds up to 50 foot. And Trim now has a fresh 50 foot
Did you use
rope.
all 50 foot of rope?
I assume you do. You can't really cut it down.
No.
All I can imagine is Trim just holding a piece of rope and running around the goblin going,
Dig around the goblin.
yeah.
It'd be a really effective knot.
I'm not so sure.
So right, you guys head back upstairs, yeah, to the
Yes.
ritual.
I'll just leave the goblin to his... what about supplies? Oh, whatever. It's cool.
Could I just ask about the blah 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 blah. Could I ask the goblin about the supplies real quick, or is it too late? So just out of interest, these supplies, where did you get it from? I'm really curious about that.
You know those big scary guys? You know the big 6 foot, the scaly ones.
Okay,
The town and the surrounding villages, we raided them. It's good stuff.
okay.
Listen, a couple of people may come round later. You just let them take... They all also work for our master. You let them take all the supplies, okay?
Okay.
Good.
Oh, wait, are they the military type?
It's just like...
Yeah, they're a bit uniformed, so maybe you don't want to be around too much, because they might act a bit hastily, and we really don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah, it should
Just
be
do it
okay.
as a
Okay.
routine inspection.
So anyway, if you guys are going up
Yes.
to the circle upstairs, he's still coming with you. because he's the only one that knows how to
Oh, okay.
activate it.
Okay.
Because if you guys remember last week, you came to the circle, you knew what it was, but you couldn't figure out what rune was missing.
Alright, so he knows how to work it. Alrighty.
He does. So you guys all come back upstairs. He comes along to the circle, he fills in the last space on the circle with the missing rune. Puts his hand down, says a couple of things. What languages do you all know again? Besides common?
I know
Elvin.
And a halfling. That's it.
Common, Elvish, Draconic, Sylvan.
Yeah.
You know all that?
I think
Look, I
Jodie
spent a
knows
lot of
as
time.
well.
Yeah, she probably knows Common and Orcish and something else.
Yeah, it's common, Orcish. And I think that was it on all the languages she picked. Anyway, yeah, so it's a language that none of you understand.
Oh, great.
It sounds very coarse, very violent, very negative.
Great.
And the corpse in front of you, this dragonborn soldier, the blood then starts to ooze out further. And then
Lovely.
you get this green fire emanate, and it starts creating a very hazy hologram, if you will. Like Star Wars-esque sort of thing.
Okay.
Albeit in like purplish with like a green edging. And it's that hooded figure that you saw way back underneath the Temple of Io. And this little goblin turns back to you and goes, message ready to send? What did you want to say?
Okay. What would be a good thing to say, guys?
We are new allies of yours. We will hunt down those scoundrels which...
Should I be hidden away
A double
while
crossing?
you guys...
It's sending a message. It's not like.
Do we
I
know
could
if it's a
pretend to be
verbal or
prisoner.
visual message?
Okay.
I can pretend to be a prisoner.
Is it a
How
verbal or
about-
visual message?
That's a good question, actually.
Should I be able to use my illusion to...
Can I ask the small goblin? So, will he be able to see us, or is it just a verbal? Can he just hear our words?
No, he'll see me. I don't think he'll see you lot.
Okay. Alright. How about we tell him something like, he can come and get to the item if he likes.
Is that your message then? New allies, come and get your item?
I know, I was kind of expecting all the others to go, oh no, Jonathan, that's the worst idea. Oh yes,
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Well, it's like luring him out. I don't say that out loud.
Yes, it is. I don't say out loud.
In your mindscape, you've agreed that this is a bad course of action.
We communicate through wiggling eyebrows at each other.
What's with the eyebrows? You having a seizure?
No, it's just our love language.
I
So
think it's okay here.
yes,
Nothing
we would like to
report.
say that we have one of the items he is looking for, and that he is welcome to come and get it.
Okay. So the goblin turns back to the circle, he says it, he relays what you think is his message in this really coarse, harsh and violent language.
Hmm.
And he stands there for a few seconds with his hand on it, looks up at this misty hologram. Don't think he's receiving. It should still stand.
Okay, thank you. What language were you speaking with our master?
Don't you know Abyssal?
Ah, yes. Sorry, I'm just a bit rusty these days.
Oh, that's fine.
So-
And
so-
as you're having this conversation, the voice booms back in full Abyssal. You don't know again what he's saying because it's in
I
Abyssal,
was gonna say, yeah.
but
Yeah.
I want to say it, but no, it's more fun this way actually. So he sends this message in Abyssal. the hologram fades, the body before you that was once like whole and semi-fresh, and now it's just rotten and nasty. It looks like it's been aged by several months ahead in decay.
I try and hide my absolute disgust. I've been trying to hide it for so long.
Go ahead and roll insight checks for me.
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Insight.
Row!
Right,
Oh! Insight.
Hey, it's not bad. Oh my god.
Load, please load.
Oh god. That was awful.
Insight.
Not as awful as me.
you rolled really well earlier, now you're rolling bad. The dice gods are swinging.
Ah,
Alright.
shit.
If anything,
Hey.
it actually works because of positioning. So, Jurithal and SteamedChu, he seems very hesitant to move.
The small goblin.
Yeah, the goblin before you, the one you captured, doesn't want
Hesitant
to
to
move.
move.
It's almost like he's afraid.
Oh shit, he might be coming. I didn't think this far ahead. It's only meant to be an hour-long session.
God damn it!
It's okay. I haven't done a crib sheet for this character for that character anyway.
So, yeah, what's going on, guys?
I say we fucking leg it. That's the only answer I've got.
What?
We go back to town and ignore this problem. Tell everyone everything is fine.
Everything is fine. If the necromancer just happens to come through town, don't worry about it. 2 sessions down the line, you now have to deal with an entire zombie horde. Welcome to the Walking Dead Fantasy Edition.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. We can go. I mean, we can. Go, all right. So tell the team we go back to town, we rest up, and then we prepare for his meeting.
Yes. Durville, what did you just do?
Look,
He's doomed you all.
God damn it!
Damn it, my brain can't handle this at the minute.
no one tried to stop me.
Well,
Because we thought you had the plan.
Of course, I don't have a plan.
is it too late to send a message and say, sorry, that was like a mistake?
Yeah. Bit late
Oh.
to send a message. Very nervous.
Oh, it's a boring conversation anyway.
No, I have to do it this way.
What did you do?
Oh, I don't know what to do in this situation. This is bad. No, I actually have a perfect situation. Okay.
Do
Oh,
we need
no.
a small goblin alive at this moment in time?
Oh shit.
SteamedChu, make a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me. He, like, makes this really deep gulp, turns around, and he starts feeling some hand signs at you.
Oh no.
And I
Oh,
need
no.
you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Have to kill him.
Okay, you're
Oh,
fine. You feel like all your muscles start to seize, or something's grabbing hold of you, but nothing's really taking hold.
Alright.
do I see this or?
Yeah, like he did it
Oh.
full on.
Okay.
I've got a way. Can I draw my bow, 2 arrows, and aim purposely for his hands, try and pin him to like the wall?
That would be rather difficult because he's kind of like in technically this square.
I could try hold
Bring it down.
person. I could try.
There's no
hold
point. I just try and fucking roundhouse kick him in the head.
person.
If you could see my face right now, my jaw just literally dropped as soon as you said roundhouse kick.
So, I'm gonna make an unarmed strike. And not too much, probably.
And you kill him outright.
No, actually, you miss.
Then I'm gonna burn a key. Actually, I get a free unarmed strike anyway.
Oh wow!
That's
you
more
get-
like it. You smack him around the head, you feel the bones in his skull fracture, and he just falls over before you can do anything else.
Well,
Problem solved!
We run! Run
Yeah.
away! Never return!
Run to town, guys. It's the only option we have.
Run away.
Okay, so you guys peg it back to Conde.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's just leg it.
Hey, run away!
I'm keeping track of like time. This is bad. You guys left early in the morning, didn't you? So,
Yeah.
with everything that's happened,
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be evening by now.
yeah, it is evening. It's that nice warm summer evening though. Like the heat of the day is burning off, and now it's that warm, cooling breeze.
How much of a moonlight?
There is very little moonlight. In fact, you could say none.
I
Oh my
got
god, we've been.
oh,
There is an old trim token. Let's get rid of that.
yeah, let's
Dun dun dun!
done. The shame. The shame.
Dishonorable! Bob suddenly says dishonor upon you, dishonor upon your cat.
Dishonor. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow.
Nice.
Alright.
It's in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled the feathers.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
so here's my proposal.
Where are we? Are we?
Yeah, it's so soon.
It's funny because I fucked up so much I don't even deserve a token anymore, apparently.
I can't remember what your token is. I think.
Oh
it's
no,
the
there
sun
it is, I
map.
found it.
Where is it?
Hey!
I was going to say, could you
it
bring
was
up the
hiding.
others just so I can do this thing?
What I'm thinking is, I'm not sure how quickly he can get here, but we should just try and rest up in the inn if it's all possible. And the people
Yeah.
who don't need sleep, i.e. the two elves, stay up and at least keep guard.
Yeah, so that's going to be your plan.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
mind.
Head back to the cross
Yeah.
keys and cower under your bed sheets.
I'm
But-
so sorry, guys.
Well, yeah.
Jerathil,
well,
this is just
I would-
disappointing.
I
Where is
wait
the-
until- Sorry.
I was about to say, is there an elevator point in the town that I can overlook?
The church has like an average, I'd say, steeple from what you've seen like on your travels around the world. It's certainly not like Temple of Io high, but it's high enough that you can see sort of around town.
I wish to perch myself up there overnight to get a proper full outlook of what the town is.
Okay then, so you can go put yourself up there. You can take your sweet time climbing.
Buckle, 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 buckle,
Yeah, I was
buckle,
gonna say you
buckle.
feel like you should be wearing white, and there should be a point
An
sticking out
eagle.
which is ominously covered in a lot of bird crap.
There's a bale of hay,
Yeah, a conveniently placed bale of hay.
a hail of bay.
Yeah,
I instruct the villagers to ensure that that cart of hay is positioned precisely where I require it.
go to the left, there. Don't move it. Don't touch
There,
it. Just
perfect.
leave it.
Mwah, mwah.
Bellissimo, bellissimo.
Now to
Molto
test
bene.
it. And then you realise you're 1 inch out.
Live est droll.
Alright then. So do you guys want to do anything whilst you're in the crossed keys?
Meditate while I take my long rest.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, just saying okay, so I'm making notes.
Okay. I wait until everyone else goes to sleep, or at least thinks that they're not sort of looking, and I just sort of take the sort of Dragonborn sword thing out, and I just sort of stare despondently at it, like where have we gone wrong? What did we do?
The spirited Durtha whispers, I did. It was me.
Don't read from the Book of the Dead.
Can I make an investigation check on it? Like, just so... I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah, investigation won't really give you anything.
Okay. I don't know, just sort of look at it, like, just sort of...
Yeah, I mean, it's a particularly nice sword. Do you have it, like, out on the table in front of you? Or you like...
I'm just holding it right now. I'm just holding it right now, like, just sort of... Not twirling it around and such, but just sort of holding it, like...
You, like, sit there and look at it after a while, the Dragonborn barkeeper in the cross keys, like, looks over at you. What is that you've got there, little one? I can't remember his voice, so I'm just gonna roll with this.
Yep. I looked at the barkeeper, and I'm like, I'm debating. Do I tell him? Do I? Could I insight him to see whether he can be trustworthy?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Yeah, this is about right for an inside check. Do you feel like you could trust him with anything? Here's a barkeeper. He has seen it all.
Dater.
Yeah. Just like, okay. I just looked at everyone else to make sure that no one is definitely listening in or watching or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, this sword here, it's apparent. Well, it's a broken part of the first Dragonborn Emperor sword that was residing in the Temple of Io.
You're certain about this?
Yeah, I mean, we went down to the crypt and found some necromancer trying to resurrect the first Dragonborn Emperor. But for some reason, the ritual didn't work. And I'm thinking it's because maybe the sword isn't whole. And I suppose...
But he looks at you and like the broken sword, like, obviously it's not whole, it's broken.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's like, if we manage to bind the other pieces of the sword, we could stop that necromancer from trying to, well, do whatever it is he's trying to do. Something bad, probably. From all the dark energy that was felt around the temple. I mean, everyone disappeared. Everyone I knew and everyone who was there, gone.
He pours you like a half pint of ale. Up for your size, obviously.
Yeah.
Half
And
of
he
a half.
passes it to you and says, and leans in pretty close and whispers, "There's something you need to know regarding that sword. It was broken because the Emperor decided in his arrogance and pride to try and strike down one of the prime dragons to prove himself that he was worthy of leadership. I don't know which one did it, but they shattered it for a reason. Now, if that necromancer is trying to do something, he might be looking for the other pieces of the sword, or he might be trying to resurrect the Dragonborn Emperor, as he was unique amongst us all. That I can't say. I do know that Betsy here," and he pulls the warhammer down and plops it next to it, "has a piece of the sword embedded," and he points out like the I can't think of the way to describe it really in the best of terms. Sort of like imagine this massive warhammer head. It's about the same size as your not your forearm, but like your body.
Okay.
Like, it's huge.
Yeah.
And sort of like the bracing that holds the head to the handle, that is made out of this really fine steel.
Ooh.
And he places it like next to the sword, like so. Yeah, only former captains like myself, and who knows, maybe even the Fort Commander might have a piece of it. But we carry the shards to remind ourselves that hubris and arrogance are not something we should carry. If need be, it should be reforged to something better. And as he says like this entire thing about hubris and pride, you hear this slight hum in the air. Very, very faint. It's like someone's tapped a tuning fork and left it next to you, and it's ongoing.
Oh.
And
Okay.
you notice the sword, the blade end of the hilt starts to twist and turn towards the warhammer.
Ooh,
I
Warhammer.
just sort of let go, like sort of like, okay.
Yeah, and it snaps around like you've put a magnet next to a compass.
Huh.
That fast.
Wow.
That's new.
Yeah. This is interesting. Huh.
That's new. Let me try something. And he pulls out a couple of blacksmithing tools. Not much in like the grand scheme of things, but it's like a pair of pliers and a hammer and a chisel sort of thing. And the rest of you guys in the pub now hear this. He's pulling the pins out of the warhammer. He's using a chisel to try and get it out of the wood grain for the handle. And as soon as he does trim, like one half of it trimmed, you notice it flips around and just latches onto the sword.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Do the rest of you want to come over and look at what's going on?
So, certainly do.
Yeah, if somebody can catch me up slightly.
Basically, we found out that the reason why the sword was shattered is whoever the Dragonborn Emperor was, he kill or strike down one of the prime dragons to prove what a badass he was. And the blade was shattered to prevent his kind of hubris. And we just found out that bits of his blade are scattered all around the world, I guess. And that there's actually one in Betty, the warhammer of the innkeeper.
Betsy.
Betsy.
Oh.
Sorry, Betty's my dog, so... Yeah, I come over and look.
Whereabouts are we going?
Next to Trim, because Trim is talking with the bartender.
Time to use some charisma. Have a look at your big shiny.
Oh, Shinju!
Oh god,
Shinju,
that's...
woke me!
No, that's so well, let's not have any more fanfiction. Yeah,
Yeah, let's
Shinju,
no more fun.
what you see on the bar side is the blade of the Dragonborn Emperor shattered. It's just hilt, guard, and a tiny bit of the blade left beyond the guard. Betsy's warhammer. What was that? Oh. I was wondering what the sound was and I thought the Skype crashed.
No, it's me eating, sorry.
That's right. Anyways, as all that's going on, the sort of, I've forgotten what I described it as now, like an iron band that was on the top of Betsy to keep the warhammer on the handle. The barkeep's knocked half of that off and it's just snapped around and latched onto the top of the sword.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Is that? Well, I wonder, and he now starts working on the other side, making a ton of racket, as he does. And as soon as the band is free from the warhammer, it just latches onto the blade. There is a bright glow of light, it makes it all really quite hard to see for a second, and now the blade is a little bit longer. Not by much, but there is more blade than what there was.
Doritha wishes you could experience that. Trim, you have like your own self-building sword.
Well, it's not really mine as such, but
I mean, if you're probably the best candidate to use it.
but I'm
As
not.
it grows too big, then you won't be anymore. But
But I'm not a dragonborn. I wouldn't be able to wield this, right?
but you're a champion of Io.
Mm.
And who else is more fitting to
The
We'll-
little guy over there has a point. It's not the
Yeah.
race that defines you. He starts like putting the broken bits of Betsy back on the wall as best he can.
I feel really bad for him.
It's fine. I'll work with the blacksmith in the morning. We'll just put on a nice iron band for it. I don't know who else would have bits of that old blade as weapons. It's normally given to great captains and such.
So you're a great captain.
I was a
The
great
old-
captain. I retired.
Well, you're still great. Do you...
Damn right.
Do you know where there might be other great captains in the Northern Territories? Must be
Best
some
place?
famous ones.
I can't think of any. I mean, Commander Stormclaw's one of them, but only because he's held that fort of his for donkey's years. We nearly lost it a good 40 years ago or so, and then he came along, and the fort hasn't even fallen since. If anything, we've expanded in that direction.
He seemed like a good man when we met him.
Yeah, he's one of the last good ones. And the new commander at the fort, Diva Trix, is a bit of an ass, if you ask me. But I'm now just a civilian, not a soldier. If you're looking for anyone with any military honours, you're better off going back to the capital of Verulanium and asking someone there.
Team chat. Guys, so I've had a thought.
Dangerous.
Oh no.
I know.
theory.
My track record of the last hour, thoughts have not gone well for me. But if our friend in Cape and Cloak wants the sword whole for the purposes of necromantic shenanigans, then surely, and I'm not calling you Shirley, we don't want to form the sword.
Points
But-
entirely down to you lot.
But on the other hand, forming the sword would be quite cool.
Well, if we're going by experience, he might have already figured out that maybe there are several pieces of the sword scattered around the land. And
So
I'd
just get
rather-
there before us.
yeah, I'd rather we have more of the sword, or at least we have the pieces to make sure that, he can't get his hands on them.
You've got to
can't
get the
hurt
pieces
anyone else.
first, Scooby Gang.
This is
I
true.
understand. Well, I understand what you're saying. It's just, well, if he manages to topple some of the
Old captains.
old captains and take the pieces,
We would just be putting people in harm's way if we don't get the pieces.
Well, surely he can't do anything until he has the whole sword. So even if the other pieces fuse together, it wouldn't be any good without our half.
True, but if I think maybe what Trim's saying is that if we don't get the pieces first, then other people could be hurt.
I want to make sure that no more sacrifices are to be made. I mean, After
If lives are going to be in danger, then it
Yeah.
should be ours defending the whole Northern Territory from this evil.
Yeah. After everyone in the Temple of Io disappeared, and after the goblins attacked Condate, and after that Dragonborn soldier being sacrificed for such a petty ritual, I want to make sure no one else dies because of this guy.
I lay a hand on Trim's shoulder as she trembles.
Yeah, I'm trembling a bit. Like, oh god.
It sounded like it. It sounded really good.
Yeah.
All right then. I do want to apologise. I hope I haven't accidentally brought down the evil too quickly on us. But I was just kind of curious to see whether we could kick his ass, but I'm doubtful, so
We'll
I'd say
become stronger.
we shall do. I'd say we get the hell out of Dodge with first light and head to the east, I guess. The next biggest town.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too familiar with these lands. I don't even know which way is north.
Bob just chimes up. Well, there are another. So that was close to the head. To the helmet.
I just nod slowly in agreement.
Cool. And with that, we'll take our first break here, and then we'll pick everything back up. So be sure to like, favourite, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz, and we'll see you for part 2.